Good morning dear students. I am Krishna Gujjadi, Saraswati Vidyalaya, Pre-University College, Gangolli, Kundapur. Already you have studied a few concepts related to gravitation. In this video, I will go to explain another two concepts. So, one is gravitational potential energy and one escape speed or escape velocity. First, we can discuss about gravitational potential energy. Before discussing this concept, we can discuss about what is potential energy. Already I have studied this concept in work power energy chapter, still I will go to recall. So, a body, if it is gain energy by the virtue of its position, then that energy we can call as potential energy. A body, if it is gain energy by the virtue of its motion, that energy we can call as kinetic energy. ಯಾವ ವಸ್ತು ತನ್ನ ಚಲನೆಯಿಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ತದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಲನಾ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ, ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಯಾವ ವಸ್ತು ತನ್ನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಿಂದ ತನ್ನ ಸ್ಥಾನದಿಂದ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಳ್ತದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಚನ್ನ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. We can give few examples for potential energy. Water stored in a tank or water stored in a dam or stretched spring. These are few examples for potential energy. Here we have to discuss about gravitational potential energy. First we can discuss about gravitational field. So, gravitational field is a region around a body over which it can exert gravitational force on the other body. So, we can discuss like this. So, here it is a certain body. The mass we can call as m. M is the mass of that body. So, around this body, so here this is a region or this is a space. The space around this body, it can exert some gravitational force on the other body. So, here this region we can call as gravitational field. Now, here we have to discuss about again gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy we can define as energy associated with it due to its position in the gravitational field of another body. So, gravitational potential energy we can define as the energy associated with it due to its position. Okay, due to its position. Potential and the mandaga. So, your energy, a body gains energy by the virtue of its position. Here say energy associated with it due to its position in the gravitational field of the another body, gravitational field of another body. Now, how we can measure so this gravitational potential energy? So, ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಗ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿನ ಹೇಗೆ ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು? So, it can be measured, here see it can be measured the amount of work done in bringing a body from infinity to the gravitational field. Okay, gravitational field within the gravitational field of the another body. Or here we have to bringing that body from infinity to the given point with the gravitational field of the other body. So, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಬಾಡಿ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಿ ಗೋ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ಈ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಇದು ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ತಂದು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ವರ್ಕ್. So, without doing work, the body is not ready to come from infinity to gravitational field. Okay, allinda illige barlike ready illa. So, here on that body we have to apply certain force. The applied force is nothing but gravitational force in this case. So, here consider a body of mass m. So, now this is a body of their mass is m in this case. That body is at a distance x from the center of earth. So, this is center of earth and this is certain body. The distance between these two body we can call now as x. X is the distance between the body and the center of earth. And here capital letter M and capital letter R. So here M is the mass of the earth, capital letter M is the mass of the earth, capital R is the radius of earth. Then here this point I will go to call as A. At point A we placed a body of the mass M. This body is at a distance x from the center of earth. So now ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ this body it was at infinity. ಇದು ಮೊದಲು ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತಲೂ ದೂರ ಇತ್ತು, somewhere ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿತ್ತು somewhere it was at infinity. ಆ ಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Then again I have to move that body from A to certain gravitational field region. ಆ ಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿ ಇದ್ದ ಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಎ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡುವ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡುವ. ಸೊ ನಾವು to move this body from A to B, so this is a point B. So here we have to do work or we have to apply force on that. Okay, so this distance I will go to call as dx. So here at point A we place a certain body, their mass is m, small letter m. That body I have to displace from A to B. So for that I have to apply force on that. The applied force is nothing but gravitational force. Then see here between these two body, that means mass of the earth and mass of the body, there is some force of attraction. You know already gravitational force is a long range force. It is weak force in nature. So here that force we can represent like this: force F is equal to G into capital M into small letter m divided by distance between these two, that is x square. So this is the gravitational force between the center of earth, or better we can call the mass of earth and mass of the body. Okay, otherwise between earth and the body we can call. Then I have to displace that body from A to B. Here to displace that body we have to apply some external force on this body. We have to apply some external force on this body. So if it is displaced, that means by the applying of force the body is displaced. If happened like that, that is nothing but work done. So that work done I will go to represent like this dW. dW is the work done when displacing a body from A to B. So because that is small distance, so I will go to mention this amount of work is dW, small amount of work done, is equal to, we can write F into dx. So now we can substitute in place of F, we can write G into m divided by x square into dx. So this is dW is equal to. But our main task is we have to move a certain body, or we have to bring a certain body from infinity to the gravitational field. So now I will go to call this is another one point. That point I will go to call as C. Now actually I have to move that body, infinity ಇರುವಂಥ ಬಾಡಿಯನ್ನು, ಸೊ ಇನ್ಫಿನಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸಿಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಸೊ here ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ there is a gravitational field ಇದೆ. So here that distance, from center of earth to point C, that distance I will go to call as R. R is the distance from center of earth to point C. So for that we have to do large work. So now I will go to calculate the total amount of work done in bringing a mass from infinity, observe here, from infinity to gravitational field. So here I will go to write like this here: the total work done the total work done in bringing a body from infinity to R. So we can mathematically we can write like this here, total work done W is equal to, so I will go to integrate this, dW is equal to, this is integration of dW is equal to integration of G into capital M into small letter m divided by x square into dx. Here there is a limit. So actually it was at infinity, now we have to already brought at C. Therefore infinity to R, limit infinity to R. So here if you integrate this, you will get total work done, W is equal to, here G is constant, M is constant, small letter m is also constant, so I will go to keep it out. Integration of your limit infinity to R 1 by x square dx, because rest of the elements already we wrote outside from the integration symbol. Now this is G into m integration infinity to R. So here this 1 by x square you can write like this, x to the power minus 2 dx. Already here you know integration formula, integration. So your limit I will go to write this is a definite integral a to b, integration of x to the power n dx is equal to x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 limit a to b. Here there is no integration constant c because it is a definite integral. So now this is total work done, W is equal to G into m. So for this I will go to apply integration formula, this formula I will go to apply. So here in place of n, here minus 2. So what you can write here, x to the power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1 limit infinity to R. So now here W is equal to, here G into m, observe here we have to simplify, x to the power minus 2 plus 1, minus 2 plus 1 is equal to minus 1. So x to the power minus 1, in the denominator minus 2 plus 1 you will get minus 1 limit infinity to R. So here this is, here there is a minus, so I will go to keep it out. So we will get minus G into m. This is x to the power minus 1, reciprocal of that I will go to write 1 by x limit infinity to R. So this minus G into m. I will go to apply limit, first upper limit, next lower limit. So 1 by, in place of this x you have to write upper limit, that is R, minus 1 by lower limit, 1 by infinity. Already we know 1 by infinity is nothing but, so your 1 by infinity is nothing but 0. Okay. Now W is equal to minus G into m. So this is 1 by R. So here 1 by infinity is equal to 0. So here this whole concept is 0, we can neglect that. So here finally we will get W is equal to minus G into m divided by R. So this is the amount of work done in bringing a body from infinity to gravitational field or infinity to point R. So this is the amount of work done. So now here already we know here the amount of work done in this case is stored as a energy. The stored energy we can call as potential energy. Therefore in place of U you can write, in place of W you can write U. So U is equal to, you will get minus G into m divided by R. So this is the potential, gravitational potential energy when bringing a body from infinity to gravitational field. So now in this case, suppose Now we go to bring a body from infinity to on the surface of ground, on the surface of ground, infinity in the surface of ground mele place madidre. So what is the gravitational potential energy? So we can write like this. In that case, observe here. So actually it was at infinity, now it is on the ground. So now center of earth in the distance for the surface of earth is capital R. So we can change the formula, U is equal to minus G into M divided by R. Okay. So this is on the surface of earth. This is not on the surface of earth. This is above the surface of earth. Okay. Somewhere earth ingida ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ distance ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಿರಬಹುದು ಅದು. Here it is exactly on the surface of earth. If the object, if it is exactly on the surface of earth, the gravitational potential energy, that means actually you are bringing that body from infinity to on the surface of earth. So if you have to find gravitational potential energy, you can use this formula, U is equal to minus G into M divided by capital letter R. Then here I have to find another one point, that is gravitational potential at a point. So gravitational potential at a point. Suppose we go to assume like this. So here we know earth is a nearly spherical shape. So above the earth surface. So here from earth ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೀಗೆ assumption ನಮ್ಮದು, ಇದು earth ಇಂದ ಒಂದು 100 ಮೀಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೀವು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಟ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ another one formula. So here we can write like this, gravitational potential at a point is equal to, that we can represent mathematically V suffix G, gravitational potential at a point anta bandaga ee formula use ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. So V ಅಂದಾಗ velocity ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡಿ. So this is gravitational potential. Gravitational potential at a point is equal to gravitational potential energy per unit mass. So gravitational potential at a point is equal to gravitational potential energy per unit mass. So mathematically we can represent V suffix G is equal to U divided by M. So already we know the value of U in this case. U is here. So minus G into M divided by small letter r whole divided by M. In this case M and M get cancelled. So you will get V suffix G is equal to minus G into M divided by R. So this is the formula to calculate gravitational potential at a point. So here there are three formulae. So one is gravitational potential energy. This is not on the surface of earth, okay, it is above surface of earth. So your gravitational potential energy on the surface of earth, this is gravitational potential at a point. So that is minus G into capital M divided by R. After this, now we can discuss numericals related to this concept. First problem, what is gravitational potential energy of earth moon system relative to the potential energy at infinite separation? So here given mass of the earth, that is 5.98 into 10 to the power 24 kg, and mass of moon 7.36 into 10 to the power 22 kg, and mean separation between the earth and moon is, mean separation between the earth and moon is 3.82 into 10 to the power 6 meter, and the gravitational constant 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. So we go to assume like this, it is earth. So this earth, and here there is a moon, okay, moon, and in this case mass of the earth M suffix C, this is mass of the moon M suffix M, and mean separation between these two is mentioned, that is nothing but R, or you can take as X. R is equal to 3.82 into 10 to the power 6 meter. They are given here. Here we have to find gravitational potential energy. Already you know, I mean you studied about gravitational potential energy. U is equal to minus, in this case we have to find few concepts related to this. So here that means you have to find gravitational potential energy. minus G m suffix E, actual formula m, but here mass of earth I will go to consider, into small letter m, that is mass of object here moon, m suffix m, divided by r. We can substitute the values. Minus G is equal to 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11, and mass of earth 5.98 into 10 to the power 24, and mass of moon is given, that is 7.36 into 10 to the power 22, whole divided by r. In this case r is nothing but mean separation, that is 3.82 into 10 to the power 6. First we can calculate about powers. See here, this is plus 24 and here plus 22. If you add these two, you will get 46. So you have 46, 10 to the power 46, and here minus 11, and this 10 to the power 6 will rise to numerator, it become minus. So minus 11 and minus 6, minus 17. If you subtract, you will get this is 29 plus 29. Then if you calculate, I mean first you have to multiply it 6.67 into 5.98 into 7.36 with the help of calculator, you will get certain value. So for that value, if you divide from 3.82, you will get answer, this is minus, so minus 7.36, here you will get nearly 76.8 into 10 to the power 29. So here this is, in this case, energy. So your energy SI unit is in this case joule. Okay, we can write like this. Otherwise, you can change, this is 7.68 into 10 to the power 30 joule antanu baribodu. So both are correct in this case. Okay, so this is the potential energy of a earth moon system. So relative to, I mean their mean separation. Second problem, calculate the gravitational potential at the height 2400 km from the earth surface. Given G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square, that is acceleration due to gravity. Capital R is the radius of earth, that is 6400 km. So here we go to assume like this, this is a earth radius is given, that is 6400 km, and we have to find gravitational potential at certain point. So that point I will go to call as A, this is center of earth, C. In this height is 2400 km, these are given. Gravitational potential at that point we have to find. So we can use formula, gravitational potential at a point is equal to gravitational potential energy per unit mass. That formula you have to apply. So minus G into m divided by r. This formula we can apply in this case. Just observe the diagram. So here r is equal to, so this is not on the surface of earth, at certain point. Therefore, so the distance between center of earth to that point is, we can represent like this, r is equal to capital R plus h. So capital R is the radius of earth, h is above the earth. So this is small letter h and this is capital R. So here in place of this r we can write r plus h. Then, so this is V suffix G is equal to minus, here there is a G m. So here their value is not mentioned, this is a known value, but mass of the earth is not mentioned. So here I will go to use this concept. So G is equal to, so here G into m divided by r square. Already you know this formula. So we can cross multiply. If I cross multiply it, I will get G into m is equal to G r square. So now I will go to substitute G r square in place of Gm. So G r square, and in place of the small letter r you can write as r plus h. Don't try to cancel these two, we can't cancel that. So now this is minus G, G is small letter g, that is your 9.8 meter per second square. So your radius of earth is in kilometer means 6400 kilometer, and height, so h is in kilometer, 2400 kilometer. So before substituting, observe once, so it is in meter, but these two are in kilometer. So we have to convert into a same or single unit. So this is in meter, these two are in kilometer, therefore I will write like this here. So R is equal to 6400, so kilometer in the meter convert ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, so that is equal 10 to the power 3 meter, and height h is equal to 2400 kilometer, so your kilometer, that is 10 to the power 3 meter. Now I will go to substitute these values in the formula. So g, this is your 9.8 into your radius of earth, that is we can take like this here. R is 6400 into 10 to the power 3 their square divided by R, that is 6400 into 10 to the power 3 plus 2400 into 10 to the power 3. Now we can simplify. So here minus 9.8, so this 6400 into 10 to the power 3, their square is there, so you can write 6400 into 6400 into 10 to the power 3 into 10 to the power 3. So divided by, so observe here in this case 10 to the power 3, 10 to the power 3 common, so 10 to the power 3, so into, we can add these two. If I add 88,000 you will get 88,000, sorry 8,800 into 10 to the power 3, okay, 8,800 into 10 to the power 3. Now you can simplify these values by using calculator. If you are simplify, you will get nearly minus 45.6 into 10 to the power 6. So here this is gravitational potential, sorry, that means here correct, gravitational potential at a point we have to calculate, gravitational potential at a point you have to calculate, therefore so SI unit is become joule per kg. Okay, you know the formula. So here gravitational potential at a point is equal to gravitational potential energy per unit mass, therefore denominator it contain mass, therefore so you will get joule per kg. So this is gravitational potential at a point. Now we go discuss next concept, that is escape speed or escape velocity. In our day to day life we facing different type of situation. In playground, if you throw a ball to the space, the ball obviously come back to the ground. You may throw a javelin, that javelin also moving in a space for a certain time, then it will come back to ground. And any object you may throw to space, the object obviously will come back to the ground. That is because of gravitational pull of the earth. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ಪೇಸಿಗೆ ಬಿಸಾಕಿದರೆ ಅದು ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡಿಗೆ ಬಂದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೇಯ್ನ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಪುಲ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೈಯರ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಆ ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ತ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ರೀಜನನ್ನು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗುವ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್? ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಅಥವಾ ನೀವು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಸಿ ದ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ with which an object must be projected from Earth's surface so that it escape the Earth gravitational pull is called escape velocity or escape speed. Both are same. The minimum velocity with which an object must be projected, project ಮಾಡುವುದು, throw ಮಾಡುವುದು, projected from the earth surface ಇಂದ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು so that it escape the earth gravitation pull. ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ ಓಕೆ ಅದು ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಪುಲ್ಲನ್ನು ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪವರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡೋ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ escape velocity. Now we go to discuss the relationship as well as your formula related to escape velocity. See here, we go to assume like this, it is a earth, of mass m and capital R is the radius of this earth. So here this is the radius of earth R. So from the earth surface, we have to project certain body to infinite distance. ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ವರ್ಕ್, ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಫೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಫೋರ್ಸನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ದಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ m is the mass of the, capital M is the mass of earth, and you are projecting certain body. Their mass we can call a small letter m. So therefore that force we can represent F is equal to G into m into m divided by certain distance. So that distance I will go to call as x, their square. So F is equal to G into m divided by x square. Certain distance somewhere ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So here in this case the distance from center of earth to that point we can call as here x. Here actually we are projecting from center of earth from the surface of earth ಇಂದ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಅದು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸೊ that body present, that body is on the surface of earth. So I have to project at certain height from the earth surface. That height I will go to call as dx. So earth surface alittu, that point I will go to call a, here this point b. So a ಇಂದ b ಗೆ ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. The distance between a and b we can call as dx. So here the body mass we can call a small letter m. So here for that we have to do work. That work done we can represent as dw. dw is equal to force into displacement. Force displacement is dx. Now in place of F we can write G into m divided by x square into dx. This is the amount of work done when displacing a body from A to B. But our task to displace that body from Earth surface to infinite distance. In that case, so your total work done we have to find. So your total work done. So your total work done when, in which situation? Actually we have to project a body from Earth surface to infinity. Therefore total work done we can calculate like this here. Integration of dw is equal to integration of g into m divided by x square dx. So here we have to apply limit in this case. Actually that body, it was on the surface of earth, that means here I will go to call that is r. So here actually you have to project till infinity. So from r to infinity. Then see, so if you integrate here dw, you will get here total work done w is equal to here g and m and small letter m are constant. So I will go to keep it out. So here integration limit r to infinity 1 by x square dx. Same integration na previous concept ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, but limit ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ changes ಆಗಿತ್ತು. So here in this w is equal to here g into m. So here integration this term we can write like this here. So r to infinity, this is x to the power minus 2. So 1 by x square we can write x to the power minus 2 dx. So integration a to b, so your x to the power n into dx is equal to x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 limit a to b. So this is a definite integral. Now this is g into m. here I will go to integrate this x to the power minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1 limit r to infinity. Here g into m. So here this is x to the power minus 1. If you simplify this, here minus 2 plus 1 is equal to minus 1 limit r to infinity. Then this minus we can keep it out. We will get like this here. W is equal to minus g into m. Here x to the power minus 1 we can write in reciprocal form, that is 1 by x limit r to infinity. Here minus g into m. So we can substitute limits in place of x, first upper limit then lower limit. So 1 by infinity minus 1 by r. So already we know 1 by infinity is equal to 0. So you will get minus g into m. Here this is 0 minus 1 by r. So here this minus into minus will get plus. So g into m divided by r. So this is the work done when we projecting a body from a surface to infinity. So yeah, after this stage we have to find escape velocity. So escape velocity we have to find in this case. So see, this is the amount of work done. So actually amount of work done is converting into, otherwise in this situation that is nothing but kinetic energy, because the object is moving. By the virtue of the motion, if the body, if it is gain energy, that energy we can call as kinetic energy. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಮೋಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಮೋಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದು ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದರ್ಫೋರ್ ಸೊ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ನೋ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್. ಸೊ ಕೈನೆಟಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಸೊ ಯೋರ್ we can represent as half mv square. Kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. So here that is in place of work done I will go to take half mv square is equal to g into m into small letter m divided by capital letter R. So here actually we have to find escape velocity. So here in this case m is mass of the body and v is velocity. Here actually we have to find escape velocity, therefore I will go to substitute, this is v suffix e, escape velocity find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So this is escape velocity. Now in this we can cancel m and m, then we will get v suffix e their square is equal to, if I cross multiply, 2 gm divided by r. We want just v suffix e. V suffix e is equal to square root of 2 g into m divided by r. We know that here g is equal to gm divided by r square. Already we studied this formula. If I cross multiply it, I will get g into capital M is equal to small letter g into r square, capital letter r square. So now in place of this gm I will go to write gr square. So see here square root of 2 gr square divided by r. Now so here we can cancel this r and r because both are radius of earth. Finally we will get like this 2 g into r, that is nothing but escape velocity v suffix e is equal to square root of g into r. Here where g is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, where r is radius of earth. Here in this case if you substitute g is equal to 9.8 meter per second square and the radius of earth, that is nearest value 6400 kilometer. If you substitute these two values in these two, otherwise inside the square root we will get certain, we will get escape velocity of earth. But before substituting that, observe here this is in kilometer and this is in meter. So I will go to write like this, g is equal to 9.8. So meter in the kilometer convert ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, therefore 10 to the power minus 3. Kilometer in the meter rate plus 3, meter in the kilometer rate minus 3, 10 to the power minus 3. So here this is meter per second square and this is already it is in kilometer 6400 kilometer. Now v suffix e is equal to square root of this is 2 In place of g, we can write 9.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 into, so r is 6400. Then if you simplify these values, you will get 11.2 kilometer per second. Kilometer per second. So this is the escape velocity, I mean the value of escape velocity on earth. ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಅರ್ತ್ ಸರ್ಫೇಸಿಂದ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಪುಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಅವೇ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರ ಅವೇ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಚ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಟು ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್. ನಿಮಗೆ ರಾಕೆಟನ್ನು ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಆ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅವುಗಳನ್ನ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಆ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟೈಲ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮೂಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ಅವರು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಥ್ರೋ ಮಾಡುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ವಿ ಗುಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್. Numerical. If Earth has mass 9 times and radius twice that of a planet Mars, calculate the velocity required by rocket to pull out of the gravitational force of Mars. So here in this question we have to find the gravitational that rocket to pull out of the gravitation force of Mars, not of Earth. So you are given velocity of, escape velocity of Earth is 7.2 km per second. So that is given. So we have to find the escape velocity of Mars. So first observe the statement. If Earth has mass 9 times and radius twice that of planet of Mars. So here I will go to consider m. Capital M is the mass of Earth, m suffix e is equal to, Earth has mass 9 times that of mass of Mars, m suffix m, mass of Mars, and radius of Earth, radius twice that of planet of Mars. So here 2 r suffix m. So here these two given, as well as velocity, escape velocity of Earth is given, that is 11.2 kilometer per second. These are given. So we have to find escape velocity of Mars is we have to find. So here let v suffix m, that is escape velocity of Mars, that means okay. So this is escape velocity of Earth anta konಡ್ರೆ ಇದು escape velocity of Mars. Let the v suffix m be the velocity required by a rocket to pull out of the gravitational force of Mars. So here we can consider like this. We know escape velocity of Earth, that is v suffix e is equal to, I am not going to use a square root of 2gr. In this case I will go to use square root of here g, that is acceleration due to gravity, and here mass of Earth, so divided by r, so that is radius of Earth. So here see, in this case we can take like this here, v suffix e, that is escape velocity of Earth, is equal to square root of 2g, this is gravitational constant, and in this case mass of Earth divided by radius of Earth, we can take that is capital R. And related to Mars, we can call equation 1. Related to Mars, v suffix m is equal to square root of 2g mass of Mars divided by radius of Mars. I will go to call this is equation number 2. After this, I will go to divide equation 2 by equation 1. So, your equation 2 divided by equation 1. So, in LHS you will get V suffix m divided by V suffix e is equal to right hand side square root of 2 g your m suffix m divided by r suffix m whole divided by this value. So, square root of your 2 g m suffix e divided by r suffix e. So, your this in denominator we can write like this in this case v suffix m divided by v suffix e is equal to, so your square root of 2 g m suffix m divided by r suffix m into, so idu numerator barivaga reciprocal baribeku. So, this is r suffix e divided by 2 g m, I mean capital M, their suffix is e. So, now we can cancel 2g and 2g, we can cancel these two, and we have to produce this square root till here. Then say, so this is v suffix m divided by v suffix e is equal to square root of this is m suffix m as usual, this is r suffix m, and r suffix e is equal to, already we know, so 9 times that mass of Mars m suffix m 1 minute, this is radius, therefore 2 times radius of Mars, and this is mass mass of Earth is equal to 9 times mass of Mars. In this case we can cancel these two, we will get like this v suffix m is equal to square root of 2 by 9. So, you divide by one step. So, this v suffix I v suffix e I will go to write in right hand side, that is your cross multiplication. So, into v suffix e you will get. Then this is we can write square root of 2, the square root of 9 is equal to 3 into v suffix e is equal to 11.2. So, yeah, if you simplified, so you will get the value is nearly equal to 5.3 kilometer velocity, kilometer per second. Okay, this is the escape velocity of Mars. So, like this we can calculate. So, I completed both the concept. So, your very important concept both are exam point of view alli ನೀವು ಅಂದರೆ final exam point of view as well as test exam point of view as well as competitive exam point of view alli ಎಲ್ಲ derivations ಗಳು important. So, your escape velocity v is equal to square root of 2 gr, that is also very important. So, I completed here. Thank you.